And hello and welcome. We are back and we will go again. Of course, Kitten Space Agency. Let's see. We will check out. Yesterday we found something that we wanted to check out but didn't. I said I'm gonna check it out later or in another stream. So let's go for that. Just quickly, let me post on the Discord. Live. Good, there we go. Discord, and we go in. Let me also on the side open changelog. Where is it? What is the latest version? 8.5. Done that yet? So I still need to get a good overview of what changed. Let me do that. Because there was something I remember that we wanted to check out yesterday, but didn't have the time to. Of course, that's what we want to check out today. We yesterday already checked out docking. We checked out the ladder that didn't work. We checked out EVA, so running, walking, and jumping kittens. Hey, welcome, Dennis. New version that kind of happens every day now, doesn't it? Exciting development progress. Not every day, but I would say at least once a week, close to twice a week. Sometimes twice a week. Okay, what we have. Kittens are now properly animated and can EVA, right? So updated EVA controls, we all have seen that. Okay. It's not new. Docking, we saw that. We tested that yesterday. Ah, the fairing decouplers. That's what we wanted to test. RCS has been rebalanced. Okay. That's not important. The new UI we saw yesterday already. Crew management and fill seats we saw yesterday. There is a new anti-aliasing graphics option for AMD GPUs. We don't need that. We're on NVIDIA anyway. Okay, that's also not new. Okay, so there is one main thing that we want to check out. And we check that out here by updating our Mark 1 rocket, the Brett Mark 1 rocket. This monstrosity here. I want to update that. With the new... Where were they? Here. Not here. Where were they? Structural. Here they are. That, I guess it can look quite nice. So basically we have those two upper stages here. We have this one with 5,000 delta V, 6,000. We have this one with 7,000, and then we get up here to 9 something. Wasn't there a highlighting at some point? Anyway, let's. The new version messed up our nose cones anyway, so messed up anyway, which is why we can get rid of all of this, I would say, and improve what we have here. Okay, that looks clean. So this lower stage here, we need 6 to 7,000 delta V more. So let's see how these things work. We have the big ones like this. But how do they work? We take boosters and put them this. Like this, and then we put that on top or something like that? How does it work? It attaches somehow? And maybe we need to do that first? And then doesn't attach here. It only attaches like this. That looks kind of strange. Maybe like this, and then we can add. No. How does it work? Oh, I'm sorry. Again. So sorry. How is this supposed to work? It is a arrow shroud. But how do we build this? I would have expected that I can now attach something there, but I can't. So where do we attach stuff here? Only attaches to the underside, not up here. Huh. And if we have it like this, can we then attach? No, it only attaches at the bottom. But how is it useful then? I don't get it. I don't get it. How is this supposed to work? If you cannot put stuff inside. Can we attach it after we are done? Like this? No. This the bottom green ring there, it doesn't seem to be working. Any idea, guys? Any idea? I mean, we could potentially do something like this. And attach this somehow. No, that doesn't work. Why? Only works with one. Huh. So maybe if we then go like this, and then we Translate it up. And it looks like this. Okay. But how good is it? It doesn't really give us anything. Also, when we now move this hole, oh yeah, we can move it as a whole now. We have the engines there at the bottom, okay. But where? Oh no, it's also there, okay. Hey, Kiwi! Yeah, it's quite big. It's the one that we used to go to Saturn. I'm just trying to make use of these new aeroshroud parts, but I can't quite figure out how they are supposed to work. Also, they're like super small. Would go 8x, which would give us 100 delta V more. Okay. And no change in thrust weight ratio. They are really not that powerful. But maybe we can at least check out how they look. Let's move them down here. Maybe we can even move that up here. Oh, they're really not that powerful, unfortunately. To leave them here. Huh. It's really unfortunate. These boosters, they are really, really weak. Propulsion prefab, SRBC segment, medium. These are size E. These are... They have skirts now? How does that work? No idea. Interesting. So we use these ones, but we also have size D, is this, size E, which is this. And we use the big ones. Now we are two sizes down. I mean, this here could work for a smaller rocket, but definitely not here. I just want to see how it looks when we launch it now. So let's check it out. I see, they don't generate cubes. And they are not super powerful. Abandon. That's... yeah. I expected more, to be honest. And they are only available for the really small ones, right? We have this one, and we used this one. And then it gets smaller and smaller, like super small even. Okay. We have new nose cones as well. But they are tiny, right? Those would be the correct size. These ones, see? That would be good. Also these ones, and these ones are too small. But those ones are cool. Would look good. But for the big ones, we are still missing nose cones. Science! Science? What do you mean? Yo, what's up, Lauren, Steph? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, just checking out new parts that have been added in the latest build. Yeah, I really dislike that we don't have proper nose cones for these ones here. They are just too small. We can maybe go something like this, and then that looks super ugly. That all doesn't really work. All looks super weird. There is no nose cones for these ones. Experiment with the parts, science of its own. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That's what you mean. Yeah, yeah. Then it's science, definitely. I started working my first KSA mod this week. What did you do? Is it already available? So proper. What do you? LMAO lol. What do you think of the UI so far? Yeah, in the latest build we got a new theme. I like the new theme. I like it pretty much. This surface attached mount. Ah, the radial? No, I don't know. I really don't think we can optimize this in any other way. These route thingies here. I mean, they are viable for. Let's build a new vehicle. Let's build one that can go to low Earth orbit. Just a small one. We add a service bay. We add tanks. We add an engine. And we can already make it to orbit. Let's maybe get rid of this totally overpowered. We only have one for sea level, really. I mean, even the vacuum ones are really overpowered. Even those can lift us off the launch pad. I like the idea of boosters having boosters on their surfaces. Boosters with boosters? Yeah. Like on this other rocket that I just showed. Aslan, welcome, by the way. PV, finding bits that still use the default UI is like a surprise now. Did you find some? I mean, down in some menus, maybe? I'm working on KS Armory. For now, I have a Panzer S1 defense battery that can shoot down anything, including kittens. And now I'm adding a radially attached missile to my rockets to shoot at things. That sounds fun. Surprise blue, yes. Is the new UI inspired by the KSP2 UI? Is it? Nah, I wouldn't say so. I would say no. Yeah, and some debug menus. Oh, yeah, the debug menus, of course. There is, for example, the refresh button. That is still old theme. Also here some stuff is, I guess, still old themed. Anyway, we are now here. We have a thrust weight ratio of 2. We have already enough delta V. I really want to have a rocket that showcases how these are used. So let's just build one that does. So this is 1, 2, 3, and the engine thing. Then translate up. I have not found any other way so far. So that would look like this. And then we would just do this with symmetry. Like this. Look at that. Okay, now we gained 3.6 delta V, thrust weight ratio, but we actually lost delta V. I guess because of the added weight. What do this offer? Do they offer... No. Highlight parent. Highlight something. Yeah, I mean, they weigh almost 100 kilos. Only those. And then there is the boosters. That's why, most likely, we have this issue right now. Let's see if we can get up with only those. We actually can. An interesting rocket. Let's just go to orbit with this. I guess it should work. Assignment. Let's bring Hunter with us. And I guess we will not be able to land this thing because we don't have enough delta V left. It's fine. Save. Let's name it the Kiwi 1. In honor of you joining every stream. This is yours now. Kiwi 1. And I don't want to launch again from Cape Canaveral. Let's go to Starbase. Good. Let's check out. Okay, Starbase is quite cloudy. Let's not check out the surroundings. Where are we? Ah, yeah, here. And we launch like this, sideways there. Okay. So at some point we definitely need some launch clamps or anything, because just sitting on the engine, it looks really weird. So our staging is right. We have the boosters first. Once they run dry, we launch the engine and okay. Let's give it a go in 3, 2, 1, ignition. I have no means to control this thing now. Did I not stage? Apparently not. Okay. We still hear it go and up there. Why did it not work? So we fire up. Good. Let's empty those. And then we stage. No propellant for active engines. There is the propellant. Engine is active. No propellant for active engines. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What? Still going. Why does it say no propellant? But also the delta V calculation is working. Something just bit me in my foot. What's going on? Check this. Ah, nothing serious. So, let's see the fuel flow. It says it's getting fuel from there. That looks fine for me. So why does it not work? What happens if we put the engine here? Let's give it a try. Oh, we made it crash again. Sometimes when I click on crew assignment, it just crashes the game. Try again. Strange. Really strange. New vehicle. Here we are. We moved the engine down here. Oh, it works. Here we are again. Let's see if the engine now lights up. It does. I can reproducibly make it crash. Gonna report that on Discord. So here we are. It's staged here. We have fuel in here. Propellant use is on. Engine is not yet activated. So it should trigger when we go up and then stage it. How it works. Interesting. Let's do that again. I can only launch once. It always crashes when I try to launch another one. Interesting. The moon landing was staged, yes. Multiple times they staged. So launch the Kiwi 1 at Starbase with Hunter. Yes, please. Then we have it go up. Boosters. All good, and then we stage. And it doesn't work. Why? Why you no worky? Tell me. Shut down, ignite, no propellant. Don't lie to me, I see the propellant right there. If I stage once more, we staged our capsule. What's the problem? Does it help? I mean, it will crash again, right? Can we... Where is Hunter? In this list, here. Can we do something here? No. How do we... Maybe if we go here and load the thing and say here... I cannot. I expected that I can change Hunter out of here. How can I close this? Because whatever I do now, it will crash. Okay, but I found out. Apparently Hunter is still on board. Maybe we can fix the crash like this. On a clean game. Yeah, it's a bug. I will report it. I know how I can reproduce it already, so that's good. So I can load my vehicle, the Kiwi 1. I can unassign Hunter. And now I save it again. Now we can properly load it. And we can then also assign kittens to it. Without it failing. Aram, moin, moin. Wie geht's? So I have another... Oh, we cannot change? Okay, I thought we were able to... Changes to the staging from here. Apparently we can't. In that case, we need to do it from over here. Let's first try and add an empty stage over here. Let's see what happens then. Hunter is on. We go to Starbase. We launch boosters. try something else. If we add it here, does that make any change? I have another idea what might be happening. Launch existing vehicle here with cars. I think this configuration worked all the time. Let's see my stage. That works. Okay. And my suspicion is that it does not work when we stage after the boosters ran out. So let's see. We go up, the boosters are out, now we stage, and nothing happens. Question is why? That's interesting. Okay, but in that case we know how we can launch properly from Starbase with who can come on board. Hedor. Let's go with Hedor. Okay. We just need to stage before we run out of the booster things. Can we? We cannot. They cannot be dropped, can they? No. No, they cannot. Okay. Then let's go. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Once we are through the clouds, we stage so that the Panther engine runs. There we go. And there we go, it worked. Quite okay-ish timing. Also be an okay-ish was-rate ratio, yeah, so that we don't get any G-horse warnings up here. And we can time it for a second. Check if we are going the correct way. We are. Good, raising our apoapsis. Good and nice. Let's go like this until we are close to 200 kilometers. Maybe we won't make it to orbit. Would be a close one. We would need 5,000. Huh. Is our... Is it so bad, or is it... Yeah, what did we do wrong? Because with 10,000 delta V, we should be able to make it to orbit, no? Huh. But we are out of fuel. We only made it to 4 kilometers a second. That's not nearly enough. I do like the way... Yeah, they look really cool, right? They look really cool, but I see 2 issues with them. Issue 1. They're super small and super weak. The small boosters inside. And issue 2, you cannot jettison them. You cannot decouple them. They have a vibe, yeah, I agree. How do you control the throttle other than full and no throttle? Is there a way to control it smoother? Yeah, it's up and down. So, as you can see, you can basically freely go, depends on the engine. But with this one, you can go between 10% and 100%. It's the up and down arrow on the keyboard. So yeah, this is it. You have no control here now. Let's go down. We're losing some speed due to aerodynamic drag, and we're just falling down. Go down to 60 meters a second. Not so bad. 30 meters a second. Okay. 30 meters a second is still too much. Isn't it? We'll see, we'll see. And we crashed. Destroyed by hydrodynamic forces. Ah, welcome. Strapped to an SRB. Could work as separate. Yeah. Ah, that could be interesting. Let's see. When we are here and I think I get what you mean. So we have the usual coupling, the coupler thingy, or put regular boosters on. The big ones, of course, right? These ones. I mean, super overpowered, I guess, right? No, not so much overpowered, to be honest. Then we face again the problem that all the nose cones that we currently have are not... Oh, these ones. Okay. Ah, we used tanks instead of boosters. Get it. This looks a bit sad, but okay. Now, what you thought would be... Which size? This size, maybe. Then we would go 1x symmetry. We would edit here like this. Still looks a bit strange, so maybe more like this. Also strange. And then we would add inside which ones? Oh, not these are too big. Something like this. Yeah, still looks a bit strange. I don't know what a correct application for them would be. I'm not sure. They are strange. They just add weight, right? It's really strange. Really, really strange. Let's just go and pick the next big one. Maybe. Why not? Or maybe... Oh my god. The short ones? Like this? That could work. So you go with this one, go here, and now we should really have enough. Hopefully. Delta V, right? Let's save it as the EV1 Mark II. And put somebody in there and launch from Starbase. Good. Look at that. Now we can launch in 3, 2, 1 with correct volumetric plumes this time. Go. Yes. Sound is also super interesting. Whoa, don't tip over. Sorry, my bad. Now, if we separate them later, they should properly be pushed away by the separatrons. We'll see if it works like we expect it to work. How long? Oh, quite a bit. Quite a bit. We have way too much for the solid rocket boosters, but they should be out now, any second. And then let's see if the Separatrons do their job. Oh my god, we are way too high already. Okay, they're out. That's good. And Separatrons, go. Yes! Look at that. Works. Okay, now we have no control. That's not so nice. But anyway... yeah, that works. That works quite nicely. Okay, we don't have any RCS this time, so... the remaining separators, decouplers, they don't have any mass. That's interesting. Okay, so like this, we should be able to make it to a circular orbit. And we did. Nice. Here we are. Boosters are going down somewhere here. Cool. We still have 3000 Delta V left. I guess we could do a landing, can't we? True. We just need the verniers to... change our orientation. To over here, yes. Okay. Now, let's see, where do we want to go down? These, somewhere where we have some daylight still, that would be nice. Oh, we're almost down to 1000 Delta V because of that. 1100, huh, okay. Let's time warp a bit. Okay. Gonna be kind of a suicide burn. Okay, we had excessive G-forces there. It was close, but we managed. So we're down to 22 kilometers. 20, and we are slowing down quite drastically. Let's go with free thrust weight ratio of 3. That do something. Yeah, most definitely. Now we the lack of RCS is a bit of a problem now. Let's see what we can do. Can we make it? Without exploding. I mean, our issue is that we don't have RCS. It's really a problem. 700, 400. Good spin. 20 meters. Ah, we made it! Haha, yes! We are floating above the water. How is that possible? Still in this build. I thought we were past that already. Apparently we are not. Interesting. I'm excited to see what they have in store for us on re-entry effects. They nailed everything else. Lorgert. Yes, I agree. I'm really looking forward to that as well. That's gonna be... I will definitely make a dedicated video on re-entry effects once we get them. I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, look at that. That's a nice... I mean... that we're floating above the water is not so nice. Surfaces are... Yeah, I mean... Water seems kind of special somehow. But look at the Discord. Today there were some screenshots of... I guess it is... Who was it? Links? Making some... Like... The ground clutter will now have colliders. The stones. Even the trees. They will now have colliders. There is a thumbnail, yes. I mean, YouTube apparently always chooses for the streams, interestingly, a thumbnail where I do anything like this or anything where I did that. Some emotion it prefers to have as a thumbnail. That's really interesting. Scary prospect, but exciting. Yeah. So, I guess for today that was it. Quick one. Less than an hour, 45 minutes. No, 54 minutes. Trying to hide the German in you. It's, yeah, the accent is always giving it away. There was a time where the YouTube video comments went crazy about the accent. On every video, it was really funny. And then it stopped. Now it stopped. I don't know. Anyway, guys, this is it for today. I hope you were as entertained as I was. The new arrow shrouds, as they are called, didn't convince me yet. I haven't really found a use case for them. I don't really see me using them in future rocket builds. I don't know where they would make sense. Maybe, yeah, we'll see. And that was all the new parts that we had. Ladders are gonna work in another build. I hope we get SRB plumes back at some point. That would be nice. And yeah. As I said, that's it for today. See you in the next stream. Bye bye guys. Good stream. It's still quite undercooked but evolving. That's a nice description. Undercooked but evolving fast. I might use that someday, somewhere in one of my videos maybe. Copyrighted by Fragga Frag Solo. Yeah, guys. Have a nice rest of your evening and good night.